Hello guys, how's it going? So welcome to the Wednesday forecast and trade recap. I did get a new microphone, so hope this sounds a bit better. This is the Shure MV7 or something like that. It's a great microphone. And yeah, let's get right into looking at the market, starting with EU, which is not looking that good. So, I mean, it is moving down. It is correctively moving down. So that is a good sign. At least it's not just stagnating and doing this, but it is moving down very correctively. There was an opportunity to enter on a reversal. Before that, I saw no opportunity to get in on any of the trades. None of the setups really fit my plan like at all, but this one was a bit interesting. We had this descending structure, and I would say it was a clean descending and then a reversal, but we got a large wick on the top, which was a big warning sign, and I did decide to stay out because of that large wick. And yeah, so I didn't take this trade. It would be, I believe, a losing trade. It would take me out for a loss, so it's good that I did follow my plan in this particular case. And what I'm looking for next is, well, this is still descending, corrective, but descending. I am looking for a descending structure like this to reverse to the upside, get a nice reversal, get a nice long trade. I would be interested in taking something like that. So also I am looking for a push down and then a nice trade to go short, or a nice push up and a trade to go long. So some continuation patterns. We do know that on the euro pairs we can get a descending and then an impulse in the same direction. So if this impulse is down, I will be interested in taking a short. We can just ascend. That would signal a larger range. I would not take that particular setup. That would not fit my plan. That would signal range bound price action. So kind of the only thing I'm looking for, well, I'm looking for more of a descending and then a reversal, or a nice impulse down, or a nice impulse up. That's about it for EU. The price action is not that clean. Again, we have lots of wicks everywhere, here. We had this V reversal, large V reversal, but the volatility has died down, so that is a good sign. At least the volatility has died down a bit. Then moving on, euro and the Japanese yen. This one is not looking good at all. It's looking very range bound. It's looking very wicky. When the Japanese pairs are very wicky, usually there is not a lot of momentum in it, and a trend is not very probable. It is Wednesday, so we can expect some trends. But on this one, I would say be a lot more patient. So yeah, I'm just expecting a range. I'm seeing a range. Just this crappy price action here. Then we broke down, broken retrace to the upside, left a huge wick up, left a huge wick down. Now currently forming a huge wick down. So seeing this, or expecting this, so I can forecast a range. I would want to see a nice conviction to the downside and then some sort of a continuation pattern, or a nice conviction to the upside and then some sort of a continuation pattern to the upside. Moving on, Aussie US dollars. So there were a couple of opportunities to enter, I believe. So let's see if this first is a bearish candle. The open is 343, closes 340. This is not a bearish candle, so this would be a flag formation right here. This would be the flag entry candle. I didn't take this flag. I saw double wicks. I wanted to see a larger range in this area, so I did stay out of this particular setup. Also, we broke and just retraced, so that's also a really bad warning sign. So yeah, we just broke and retraced here and then broke down. This would have been a good trade, I mean a profitable trade, but for me it just didn't fit my plan. Too many warning signs, double wicks, just broke and retraced with one candle. We saw a range here, so this was a clear liquidity area below. And yeah, nothing was going for this trade. I didn't take it. Then we did continue to the downside, and there were a couple of opportunities to enter. So first would be this one. For me, not enough of a break and wick right here. Didn't fit my plan. I wanted to see a bigger break, so did stay out of this one. Then this candle occurred, another wick, double wicks. So again, doesn't fit my plan. I need to see a range. Then we did continue down. But I do believe if you had an order at the most recent low, so with the way I trade and a 12 pip stop, I would have been stopped out. Let's see. Yeah, for sure I would have been stopped out on this particular setup. So it's good that I did follow the plan. And now the price looks to be stuck in this range between the most recent low and the most recent high. I am expecting more of a range here since we did get an aggressive retrace. Right here we got this huge blue candle, huge aggressive retrace, big warning sign. So I really don't like this, and looks like the momentum has shifted to the upside. That is definitely a momentum shift candle, but the overall price action is still trending to a downside. So we are getting small pullbacks and some nice impulse, so some nice momentum down, but this momentum shift is a big warning sign. So yeah, I did not get into any of the trades, and I am seeing if this will maybe continue to the downside, and then we get some sort of a flag to go short. So yeah, this has now reversed. I had to check something, so had to pause the recording. It has now reversed, broke the high, and looks like it has retraced, leaving a wick. We will see what happens. I'm now expecting currently a range in this area because we did break the low retrace, break the high retrace, so usually signals to us a range. Let's see though if this does continue down. We will then look for a nice continuation pattern, or if this reverses up, gives us a large impulse, I will look for a flag or a nice break and retest. So that's about it for this one. Looks prior to that it was moving down, trending down. None entries for me, but it was looking really good until we got this momentum shift. Now for the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So for this one I was in a short trade. Right about here I was in a short trade. So a really nice trade. We saw an impulse down, then we saw this sort of a pause. We continued, one candle pullback, and then we continued down. Now I did not set an order after this candle because I was asleep, so I didn't set an order, but then I woke up and we got this candle. So I was still happy to set an order because I would have been in prior to this candle, and usually this is my process where I am asleep, but then there's still a potential to enter. I do place a pending short order, so then I did get tagged in on this candle, and price did move down and it looked really good, but then it just reversed. We got this momentum shift, price completely reversed to the upside, took me out now for a loss. So this ended up being a 1% losing trade, but it looked very good. So this definitely fit my plan 100% and was a textbook trade with this nice prior trend. No shift in momentum, continued. Only one candle pullback, no shift in momentum, continued. Wick to the upside, signaling weakness to the upside. And also we continued, left a little wick. So left, I would say it's a big wick, but it's Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I can be a bit more lenient with the setups. And especially when the prior price action is showing me a nice trend to the downside like this one is, I'm happy to take this sort of a trade. And only after one candle pullback, this is very good. So yeah, unfortunately ended up being a 1% loss, but it happens, losses do happen. So let's see what will happen in the future for this pair. I am expecting a range same as on the Aussie and the US dollar, because we did break the low and then went up, broke the high and left a huge wick. So if this closes like it is forming now, then I am expecting for the momentum to continue down. And then if that does happen, I will look to get in on a continuation pattern. One thing though, this is looking like a momentum shift, so momentum can also switch to the upside, and then I will be looking to go long. For any reversals, they are not at high probability, so I would wait maybe for the price action to clean up a bit more and then to look for a nice reversal from a descending, something like this. Again, we will see what happens, or an ascending and then reversal to the downside like this. But let's now move on to the pound and US dollar. This one also created a huge news scandal. Looks like this is a news scandal. I am not sure. We will see. Doesn't really matter, but it left a huge wick up. Again, we are still stuck between the low and the high and have now broken the low. So let's see what will happen. I'm expecting a larger range in this area still, because I'm not seeing enough conviction down. This just broke the low and retraced. So I'm expecting a range, but if we do get a large impulse up and then a break and retest, I'll look to enter, or a large impulse down, I will look to enter on a break and retest to the downside. Really simple, just waiting for the volatility to die down, huge volatility here. So waiting for this to calm down a bit, and then I will look for that break and retest, setup. So that's about it for GU. And now for the New Zealand and the Japanese yen, there was a trade opportunity right here on this candle. So a flag did form, and I believe I was awake. Yeah, I believe I was awake at that point. So I did wake up at 8 a.m. But I did not take this trade, so I wasn't in this trade because I saw a wick and I saw a bit of a momentum shift in this candle. I don't rely on measuring, but it does sometimes help. This was kind of a bigger move on NJ, 25, 26 pip move. So a bit of a momentum shift, and I was not really confident in taking it. Also, the entry was a bit close to the most recent low. So just nothing really was screaming to me that I want to be in this trade. Also, I have not tested many flags on the New Zealand and the Japanese yen, so I'm not that confident in taking them. When I combine all of the factors, so the wick, kind of a momentum shift, entry close to the low, it just doesn't fit my plan, and it would have been a 1% loss, so it's good that I did stay out of this one. I am seeing this is trending down, so I'm seeing if maybe we will continue down. If that does happen, I will look for a continuation pattern, but currently I'm expecting a reversal or a range. So either a range or a reversal, because we are getting these momentum candles to the upside. Also seeing if maybe we get a V reversal and then a range, then a push up and then a nice flag to go long. Always a possibility. But yeah, I'm being a bit more patient. It is Wednesday, so that's good. Some trends usually start on a Wednesday. As I said, that's why I took the AJ trade. On a Wednesday, I tend to be a bit more lenient. So that's it for the trade recap and the trade forecast. Had a 1% loss, but was really happy to take it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.